people, Bemi here, back again with another sit down chit chat Q&A video. I'm excited to be here. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for always supporting me. Thank you for being here, you guys. Listen, I'm still basking in the euphoria of, listen, who am I? Basking in the euphoria of my staycation that we had. Oh, you guys, it was so much fun. If you've not seen the video by now, I will link it up somewhere. You guys should go check it out. There are two parts to the video, and the second part is my most interesting part of the video. What is your most interesting part of the video? The first part and the second part, leave it in the comment section down below. I want to know. But you guys, I feel amazing. I feel good. Anyways, yes. So today I'm back again with a sit down video, but this is a Q&A video. Follow-up questions that I got from my staycation, and I said I wanted to answer them for you guys in this video, so that's why I'm here talking to you guys. Just sit down, get a cup of wine, get a cup of juice, get a cup of whatever you feel like drinking and snacking on, and watch this video. You know, let's not ramble too much and just jump right into it. Okay. So the first question that is here, that I got a couple of questions on, but different variations, and I think it also has to do with the title of the first staycation video, was how are you guys just going on your honeymoon, or why are you guys just going on your honeymoon? I got different variations of that question, but they pretty much went the same thing. So basically, the year we got married, right, that year my husband started a new job, I started a new job, so we were not entitled to leave. Especially me, I was on a probationary period, so there was no leave granted to me to go do wedding. I was just given a couple of days to do the running around before the wedding, and a couple of days after the wedding to just what do you call it, to just get myself together. I even remember my boss then was like, it's not your parents that are planning the wedding, what do you need leave for, you know? So I didn't get leave. I think my husband wasn't also entitled to leave. By the next year, so many other things had come up, and then I got pregnant, and you know, all of that, and then COVID, and so it's just been a long time coming, and we've just not had the time, and of course all our funds that we had been saving towards it were just going to so many other things. So we just never had a staycation, or a honeymoon rather. We just never, you know, had it. And we wanted this whole, you know, travel out of the country to some big exotic island thing, but it just didn't happen. So that's why we're just having our first honeymoon in weekend, something like that. It's not even really honeymoon, but you know, we take it like that. Okay. How long did it take you guys to get to Jara? And I don't know why this question was asked a lot, because I said it in the video. It took us about 2.5 hours, because there was not so much traffic. I don't know if it would have been longer if there was traffic, but it was about 2.5 hours. So the next question that a lot of people wanted to know on Instagram or YouTube, everywhere, even in my office, my colleagues, was the trip sponsored? You guys, I will not come out here and lie to you about stuff. I will say it as it is. You know how I am. Yes, the trip was sponsored. The trip was sponsored by the honeymoon company, the Honeymooner, and I remember I talked about them a lot in my staycation, because the trip was sponsored by them. The Honeymooner is basically a company, a travel service company that helps you plan your trips. Doesn't matter what kind of trips you're trying to have, a staycation, vacation, honeymoon, baby moon, bridal getaway, Valentine's Day, a girls group trip, family trip. It doesn't matter what kind of trip you're trying to have, inside Nigeria, outside Nigeria, in the UK, in the US, in Canada, Seychelles, Maldives, all those big places. Doesn't matter. They do that, and they plan and curate, I think the word is curate, experiences, enjoyable experiences, memorable experiences for you. So yes, the Honeymooner sponsored our trip, and it was so much fun. I had so much fun. I thank them for it, because listen, you guys know that there's so many there's so many influencers, YouTubers out there, and from their list they could have picked a whole bunch of them, you know, but they looked down on us, as small as we are. We thank God we are growing, and decided to sponsor us on this trip. And I remember they were telling us that the most important thing for them was that they wanted us to have fun. They just wanted us to have fun. So, you know, yes, you film videos here and there, but we wanted to have an experience, have fun, and they curated that experience for us, and it was so amazing, and I enjoyed it. I totally enjoyed it. So the next question here says, how many nights did we spend there? This is in the video. We spent 2 nights there, 3 days, 2 nights. We got there late on Friday. We should have been there earlier on Friday, but we had to go to work on Friday before we left. So Friday, Saturday, and we came back on Sunday. So the next question, which is also a very popular question, is how much was the trip? people kept messaging me, how much was the total package? How much was the trip? How much was this? How much was that? So what I'm going to say is that typical trips, typical staycations like this within Nigeria cost anything from 300,000 and above. Let me just put that out there. So typical trips like this, it doesn't matter what kind of resort you're going to, especially the, you know, Jara resorts, La Campagne, all those kind of resorts, yeah, the prices pretty much start from 300, 400. So if you're thinking of going for a staycation like that, you would have to budget that kind of amount of money. Now the prices might be more depending on the activities that you want to partake in when you go on these trips. So like I said, the honeymooner curated different things for us, for like, for example, like the floating breakfast, the sunset picnics, the games that we had to do. They also transported us to and fro. And you guys, transporting us to and fro, that was during the fuel scarcity period, where, I mean, there's still fuel scarcity, but you know, having to buy fuel to drive for about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, like, you should understand, they did the whole packaging. They have the whole package, you know, it comes with the whole package. So yes, like, it depends on the activities that you want to have. That would increase, you know, the pricing and all that. But basically, that's the pricing for this kind of staycations, honestly. So the next question, which I think was like 2 people that asked this question: did the floating breakfast and sunset picnic come with the booking of the resort? I believe that when you book the resort, this does not come with it. Like I said, the honeymooner curated activities for us, so they specifically asked for this floating breakfast, sunset picnics, all those activities that you guys saw us do. And you know, I think they also gave them instructions, because the guy that was pretty much attending to us got instructions from the honeymooner. So every time we were doing these activities, he'd be like, can I have your phone, let me take your pictures. And I noticed it with other couples that were there that day, nobody was doing that for them. So it depends on the kind of specific instructions that your travel company, which I recommend the honeymooner, does for you. How was the food? Was it good? Was it free? So I think the food comes with like your booking or whatever, breakfast, lunch and dinner. I wouldn't rate the food that, I wouldn't rate it that high. I would give, maybe out of a 5, I would give their food a 3, because there were actually meals that I thoroughly enjoyed, especially like on the last, like our last night. I enjoyed all the meals they served us. But the first night we got here, I did not enjoy the first meal that we were given. My husband and I didn't enjoy it. But then every other meal after that was really, really good. And then we also ordered, so you can also order what you want by yourself. So basically you have breakfast, lunch and dinner. And I remember on the second day, after breakfast, before lunch, we were hungry again, so we had to order like chips and chicken or something like that, and it was really good. So in fact, I was saying that I think the food you order and pay for by yourself is nicer than the food that comes with, you know, your package or whatever they call it, you know. So yeah, like the food was, I'll give it a 3. Yeah. The next question says, somebody said, how did you get that view? Honestly, I don't know. And this is why I am also recommending you use a travel service, because I feel like if I was the one to book that flight, money flight, yeah, hey man, we are booking flights this year, man. But I feel like if I was the one to book that resort, they wouldn't tell me about, you know, there's this view or that view, because other people got thrown into like other rooms that when you come out, you are just in a building, there was no view or anything, and you guys saw it. The view was beautiful, it was magnificent. So I think it was something that, you know, your travel service will do for you. You know, that's why I personally don't advise when you're going on these trips that you just go on websites and just book. You need the services of this company to, you know, do you well. Oh yeah, so next question says, are they legit? I want them to plan my honeymoon. That's the honeymooner. And I got this question from, in fact, I will mention your name. Actually no, I will not mention her name, because she's planning her wedding and I don't think it's supposed to be out there. But then she messaged me that she actually lives in the US. I know her, we went to school together. She lives in the US. She's in the point of what she's planning her wedding, and she said she wants to plan her honeymoon and she doesn't want any stress. So she was asking me if the honeymooner company was legit, and I was like, listen, they are legit. One, like, this is not even like because we're sponsored or anything. I like know people that have used them. I know friends that have used them. I know somebody that used them for a surprise birthday party for her husband outside the country, I think in Maldives or something. Like, I know people that have used them, so it's not I'm just blabbing. So I told her that they are legit. One of my colleagues also at work, she's planning her wedding. Her wedding is coming up in April, and so she was like, oh, like, she needs honeymoon destinations and all that, and she came to meet me, and I told her, I was like, you know, me, I will not tell you any other company, I'll tell you the honeymooner. But then I was also like, okay, but then you could also check out other travel services so that you can compare prices. Listen, you guys, this story I'm telling you, my colleagues are already laughing because they know where the story is going to end. It's a beautiful story. And so she messages like the honeymooner, and she's like, oh, I'm planning my honeymoon and I want to go to so and so destinations. And then the honeymooner legit sent her like packages and stuff like that, and she was so grateful. Now she was supposed to be comparing it with another travel service, and I'm not going to mention the name of travel service because this is not a bashing zone, we're not bashing anybody yet. So that day the travel service did not reply. I even forgot to ask. So the next day we came to work, we were chilling in one office like that, and then she says, this other travel service, they've not replied me. I said, what happened? We were there with our other colleagues. They will be laughing now watching this video. And then I was like, did the honeymooner reply? She said, yeah, they replied. They sent me their packages. At least I know which one I can afford and which one I cannot afford. You know, I know my budget and stuff like that. But then the other travel service company, they had interchanged messages, and she said, oh, you know, she sent the exact same message she sent to the honeymooner to this travel service company. And then they said, oh, what is your budget? And she was like, you send me packages, like you should have packages, gold, platinum, this, that. Don't ask me what my budget is, just send me packages. And then they did not reply. So one of my ogas at work, he was there with us, and he said, you know what, reply them and tell them that your budget is 5 million or 7 million or something like that. And all of us were like, hey. He said, just reply. And so he replies this other service company, and and he's like, good morning, my budget is 7 million or more. It wasn't even up to 2 minutes. They just replied, hello, good morning, apologies for the late response. We were actually trying to put together those packages. And then she was like, you people are very silly. So if I did not tell you that I had this budget of 7 million, which obviously I don't even have, I just wanted to get your attention so that you can reply me like other companies did, you know, other companies that have sense, that have good customer service, so that you can reply me. They were now apologizing, we are sorry, we are this. If I mention any of the brand, you guys will be surprised because they are big. But then again, you know, these big brands, if you're not a celeb or anything, they will just look at you to decide. So the only time they decided to respond to my colleague was when she said my budget is 5 million, I'll be 7 million. That's just very nasty. But listen, honeymooner is not going to do that to you, okay? Sorry, this story was too long. Let's just move on. Let's move on. So yes, for the person's question, they are legit. Customer service is good, and you will get value for your money, obviously. Wow, I'm surprised you can swim. Yeah, people get surprised. So when I was little, I think I was in secondary school, my dad enrolled my siblings and I in swimming classes because my dad is a huge swimming person. He swims a lot. That's why he's very streamlined. So we took swimming classes when we were younger. I think myself and my brother took it seriously. My sister, I don't think she took it seriously. Even when we went to college, I always wanted to take extra swimming lessons in college, but it was always so occupied. The classes were always so occupied. But I remember my brother did take it, and he even got an A in the class. So I'm not a professional or anything, but at least I can find my way in the water. I can move from one place to another. I can breathe underwater. I can move. I can swim, so don't be surprised. Okay, where was Tisha? You guys, I already explained this. Tisha was with her grandparents. She was with my parents. She was fine. She was enjoying her life. My nanny was there with her. She didn't cry. She didn't look for us. I'm sure she missed us, but she was okay. Where were your swimsuits from? Swimsuits companies are not paying me. Sorry, they are not paying me, so I cannot advertise them. You know what? Send me a DM. All the people that ask me about this, just send me a DM, and I think I tagged them in one picture on Instagram. I don't remember anymore. But I think what I will do is I'll just tag them on one picture. So go look through the pictures that I posted recently with my swimwear, and then you'll see where I got them from. But YouTube they're not paying me to advertise them, so no. Will you be going on any other staycation anytime soon? Listen guys, listen. I used to think that staycations were, how do I explain it? Like, what will we be doing there that we cannot do at home? But you guys, there's a lot you'll be doing there that you cannot do at home, because we found ourselves just being in the company of each other with nobody else, like not even thinking about anybody, any outside disturbance or anything. We had conversations, heart-to-heart conversations, interesting conversations. We were with ourselves, we enjoyed ourselves. You understand what I mean? I need fun, gone. And we prayed. Like, I'm so happy for the experience, because honestly I'm one of those that used to be like, why am I going to waste money to just go and do staycation? But you people, it is needed, because I came back, I was refreshed, my brain was booting. The day after I went back to work, I went to the bank was trying to say some funny things about a card that I applied for. The thing did not even faze me in any way, because I was in the right frame of mind, you guys. So it is very needed, very needed. If you can just do one weekend, just stay away from the kids, from the family, the external distractions. And do you know what it meant, waking up every day to the breeze, sound of the ocean? Like, it was just very therapeutic, you guys. So I strongly advise that you guys go on staycations. Okay, so yes, I will be going on another one very soon, you guys. So watch this space, okay? Thank you guys so much. Those were all the questions that you guys had, and I have answered them. If you have any more questions, I don't think I'll be doing any more sit down video on this staycation. We have exhausted it. If you have any more questions that you need clarity from me, I will definitely answer them. Please, if you have to go on your vacation or whatever, just contact the honeymooner. Prices are very reasonable, make so much sense. They curate, I think they're also lifestyle curators. They curate amazing experiences, memorable experiences for you guys, and it's just awesome. I'm not just talking because I feel like talking. I actually lived through it and I enjoyed it, you guys. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Share this video, leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to watch the 2 staycation vlogs that I posted, especially the second one. I don't know why people are not watching the second one. The second one was the most interesting part to me, Seth. So yes, go and watch it if you haven't still watched it. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.